Close your eyes for a moment, Cancer. Imagine the sound of the ocean, steady and calm, guiding your heartbeat into rhythm with the tide. You are standing at the edge of something important in your life. The waves carry whispers of your future, your career, your love, your inner growth, all weaving together like threads in a tapestry that only you can create. This reading is not just about destiny. It's about the choices you are making now, the dreams you are nurturing in silence, the love you give, sometimes so freely and sometimes with such hesitation, because your heart feels both fragile and strong at the same time. In today's journey, we will walk through the balance between your ambitions and your emotions. We will explore how your career can flourish when you allow your soul to shine, and how your relationships deepen when you dare to speak your truth. The tarot will guide us, like lanterns in the dark, but more than that, it will remind you of your own power, your own courage, and the unique way you bring light into the world. So, let's begin this path together, step by step, breath by breath, into the story of your heart, your purpose, and your unfolding destiny. The career crossroads, Cancer. When we speak of career, it is never just about titles or positions. For you, work is deeply tied to meaning. It is the way you give back, the way you nurture others, the way you create stability not just for yourself, but for those you love. Right now, I see you at a crossroads. One path is familiar. It feels safe, steady, like a shoreline you've walked many times before. The other path feels uncertain, like a horizon you can barely see. It may be a new opportunity, a bold leap, or simply the quiet urge in your heart that says, I was meant for more. The tarot reminds us here of the Two of Wands. This card is about vision, about stepping beyond your comfort zone, about choosing expansion over hesitation. You have the fire of ambition inside you, even if you sometimes hide it under layers of fear or self-doubt. And the truth is, your soul is ready for growth. Do not let fear of failure hold you back, because failure, Cancer, is not the end. It is simply a teacher, a stepping stone, a necessary shift in the tides that pushes you toward a greater destiny. Your career will bloom when you trust both your intuition and your willingness to act. Practical steps, yes, but also courage. Courage to send the message, to take the interview, to present your ideas with confidence. Courage to know that you are not too small or not enough. You carry within you a vision that deserves to be shared. And remember, career is not just about building wealth. It is about building legacy. It is about creating a space where your gifts shine, where your efforts ripple out into the world like waves touching distant shores. So ask yourself, what path do you truly long for? The safe harbor or the open sea? Both have their beauty, but your spirit already knows which one will bring you alive. The heart's compass in love, Cancer. When it comes to love, your heart is both your greatest gift and your most tender vulnerability. You do not love halfway. When you give fully your time, your care, your loyalty, your soul. You weave love into gestures, into silence, into the very atmosphere you create around the ones you cherish. But lately your heart has been questioning, are you receiving the same depth you are giving? Do they see you? Truly see you? Not just as a caretaker, but as a soul longing to be held as deeply as you hold them? The tarot speaks here through the lovers. This is not just about romance, it is about choice, alignment, and honesty. For some of you, it is a call to realign your relationship, to bring truth into conversations you have been avoiding. For others, it may be about letting go of a connection that no longer grows, making space for a love that is equal, balanced, and free. Love for you is not about grand declarations, it is about consistency. It is in the little things. The hand held in silence, the late night talks, the feeling of home in someone's presence. But Cancer, do not forget you too deserve to be nurtured. You too deserve to feel safe, chosen, and cherished. If you are single, the lover's whispers of a meeting on the horizon, someone who mirrors your depth, who does not fear your emotions, but celebrates them. Do not rush. Trust that the right soul will find you when your heart is ready, not when loneliness demands company. And if you are already in love, let this be a gentle reminder. Love is not static. It needs tending, like a garden. Speak your truth, open your heart, and invite your partner into your inner world. Because when love and truth walk hand in hand, the bond becomes unbreakable. Your heart is your compass, Cancer. It will never lead you astray if you dare to listen. The path of career and destiny. Cancer. When we turn to the realm of career, we find another story unfolding. You may not always chase power, or titles, or the spotlight. For you, work is not just about ambition, it is about meaning. It is about creating something that feels safe, purposeful, and aligned with your values. But recently, the tides may have felt uncertain. Perhaps you've questioned your place. Perhaps you've felt overlooked, or as if the effort you pour in is not being recognized. The tarot places the Chariot on your path here, a card of direction, focus, and victory. The Chariot tells you this: you are capable of steering your destiny, even when the road feels uneven. Your sensitivity is not a weakness in the workplace, it is your compass. It allows you to sense the needs of others, to anticipate shifts, to adapt with intuition. For some of you, this is a moment of bold decision, a chance to move forward, to claim authority over your own journey. Perhaps a career change, a promotion, or even building something of your own. The universe is urging you to step out of hesitation and into action. For others, this may simply mean reclaiming your confidence, to stop shrinking yourself in spaces that do not yet see your light, to trust that persistence, mixed with your natural empathy, will guide you towards success that is sustainable and soul-fulfilling. Cancer, you are not meant to work in environments that drain you. You thrive in spaces where you feel connected, where your creativity and compassion are valued. The Chariot reminds you, no matter the obstacles you have, the inner strength to rise, to move forward, and to claim what is already waiting for you. So breathe and see yourself at the helm of your destiny, not drifting with the tide, but choosing the direction. This is your moment to trust your power and to move boldly into the future. Matters of the heart. And now, Cancer, we arrive at the tender waters of love. For you, love is never shallow. It runs deep, like the ocean tides that mirror your soul. You do not give lightly, you give fully, wholeheartedly, with every fiber of your being. But the truth is, this depth can sometimes feel heavy. You may carry the weight of old wounds, past betrayals, or unspoken fears. Perhaps you've wondered if you love too much, if your devotion is too overwhelming, if your heart is too fragile for this world. The tarot places the Lovers before you here, a card of choice, connection, and sacred union. It whispers that love is not about perfection, it is about alignment. It is about choosing what nourishes your soul and releasing what no longer does. For those in relationships, this is a time to bring honesty to the surface, to speak your truth, to share your needs without apology. Your partner is not meant to read your silences, they are meant to hear your voice. The Lovers encourage you to lean into vulnerability, to trust that real love welcomes your full self. For those who are single, this card is a promise. It tells you, love is not passing you by, it is preparing you. The universe is aligning threads you cannot yet see, weaving a bond that honors your depth. Do not shrink your heart in fear, keep it open, for it is your greatest strength. Cancer, you deserve a love that feels like home. A love that does not question your intensity, but cherishes it. A love that meets your tenderness with devotion, your loyalty with consistency, your dreams with shared vision. So breathe and know this: your heart is not too much. It is exactly what the right soul has been waiting for. The Lovers remind you that when you choose yourself first, true love naturally follows. Healing the past, embracing renewal. Cancer, the journey of love and career we've walked through so far cannot be complete without speaking of healing. For you carry the ocean within, and with it, the memory of every storm you have endured. At times, these echoes of the past rise like waves-old disappointments, heartbreaks, or missed chances. They whisper doubts into your mind, telling you that the future will repeat the past. But here, the tarot places the star into your hands, a card of renewal, a card of divine hope. It is a reminder that healing is not about forgetting, but about transforming the pain into wisdom. The star asks you to stand under the night sky and trust in the light that guides you forward. It tells you, the scars you carry are not weaknesses, they are proof of survival. Each tear you have shed has watered the soil of your growth. Each ending you faced has carved space for something new to take root. In love, the star invites you to soften, to let go of the armor you wear when you fear being hurt again. It says, allow yourself to dream of love without cynicism. Allow yourself to believe that tenderness can find you again, because it will. In career, the star shines upon new beginnings. Perhaps a project, an opportunity, or a dream you've put aside is now ready to be reborn. This is your moment to pour hope back into your ambitions. To trust that your path, no matter how winding, is leading you exactly where you need to be. And for your spirit, Cancer, the star is medicine. It calls you to reconnect with joy, to allow beauty and wonder back into your days. Take walks by the water. Write down the dreams you have kept hidden. Let laughter return to your body. For when your soul feels renewed, everything else in your life begins to bloom. So breathe in deeply, release the past with love, and step forward with faith. Because the light of the star is already shining upon you, guiding you, healing you, and reminding you that you were never broken, only becoming. Transformation and new horizons. Cancer, after healing comes transformation. The tarot now brings forward the presence of death, a card so often misunderstood. It does not speak of endings in the way people fear. It speaks of release, of shedding what no longer serves you, of closing the chapter that has weighed too heavily on your spirit so a new story can begin. You, more than any other sign, know the cycles of the moon. You know how to flow with tides that rise and fall. And now, death arrives not to frighten you, but to free you. It asks you to loosen your grip on the illusions of safety that keep you stuck. It tells you, your past patterns in love, your limiting beliefs in career, the fears that whisper you are not enough, they are ready to dissolve. In matters of the heart, this transformation may feel like a storm. Perhaps you have clung to someone or to a memory, believing it defined your worth. But death says, let it go. For only in letting go can love arrive in its truest, purest form. A love that is not bound by fear. A love that sees you as whole. In your career, this card signals a turning point. The way you worked before may no longer satisfy your soul. The ladder you climbed may not lead to the vision you now hold. So death whispers, do not be afraid to pivot, to begin again, to take the risk of choosing passion over obligation. For in the ashes of the old, a new path will rise. And for your spirit, this transformation is sacred. It is your rebirth. The sea inside you has carried every broken shell, every fragment of who you used to be. But now the tide turns. You are stepping out of the cocoon of old fears, spreading wings that have waited so long to open. Like the butterfly, like the phoenix, like the moon reborn in its cycle. You, Cancer, are becoming more than you were yesterday. So stand in this moment. Do not fear the unknown, for the unknown is simply the birthplace of miracles. And this transformation is not the end of your story, it is the dawn of your most luminous chapter. Steadfastness and faith. Cancer transformation is never a single moment. It is a journey. And every journey asks of you one thing: patience. Patience with yourself, patience with the process, patience with the universe as it rearranges its pieces to align with your soul's new path. The tarot now reveals the presence of the Temperance card, a gentle reminder that balance is your anchor. It tells you, healing is not rushed. Growth is not forced. The seed does not bloom overnight. Yet beneath the soil, it is already alive, already moving toward the light. You may feel restless. You may wonder if the choices you've made will truly lead you to love that lasts or a career that fulfills your spirit. But Temperance asks you to breathe, to trust the rhythm of life, for the ocean within you knows waves cannot be hurried, and yet they always find the shore. In your relationships, this means allowing love to unfold at its natural pace, not clinging, not demanding, not forcing, but trusting that if two hearts are meant to meet, they will meet in divine timing. Love that is rushed will crumble, but love that is patient becomes unshakable. In your career, this means staying steady. Perhaps progress feels slow, Perhaps recognition has not yet arrived. But remember, your efforts are not unseen. Every step you take builds a foundation stronger than before. The world does not always move as quickly as your dreams, but it always responds to your consistency. And within your soul, temperance is your reminder to rest between the tides, to find harmony between giving and receiving, between striving and simply being. For when your spirit is at peace, the path ahead becomes clear. So, Cancer, hold on to faith. When doubts rise like shadows, return to your heart and remember, the moon never doubts its return to fullness. The sea never doubts its tides. And you must not doubt the unfolding of your destiny. Patience is not waiting without movement. Patience is trust. It is walking forward with calm, knowing that everything is arriving exactly when it is meant to. The closing embrace. Cancer. As we come to the end of this journey, pause with me for a moment. Feel the ocean inside your chest. Hear the steady rhythm of your own heartbeat, like waves meeting the shore. This is the rhythm of your soul, eternal and unbroken. You have walked through shadows of fear and doubt. You have faced the tides of change. You have stood in the quiet light of hope and learned to trust your own strength. And now, you stand at the edge of something new, something only you can step into. The tarot leaves you with its final whisper. The World card. Completion. Wholeness. The reminder that everything you've been moving through, every lesson, every heartbreak, every triumph has not been random. It has been weaving you into the person you were always meant to become. In your career, this card tells you, the cycle of striving is giving way to a cycle of arrival. Your efforts are not only preparing you, they are crowning you. Opportunities are ripening, recognition is near, and you are stepping into a chapter where your talents can finally be seen. In love, the world whispers, wholeness attracts wholeness. You do not need to chase. You do not need to beg. You are already complete within yourself, and it is from this completeness that true love will find you. When it comes, it will not fill a void, it will expand a universe that is already full of light. And in your soul, this card is the reminder that you are never broken. Every crack has been filled with gold. Every scar has become a map leading you home. You are not the person you once were, and that is your triumph. You are the moonlight after the storm, the calm tide after the chaos, the steady flame that cannot be extinguished. So as we close, breathe deeply. Inhale the truth that you are enough. Exhale the doubts that no longer belong to you. Lift your head, Cancer, and walk forward. The horizon is waiting. The world is ready for you. And more importantly, you are ready for the world. This is your moment. Step into it with courage. Step into it with grace. And always, always step into it with love.